Paris, and for years they have to escape. Finally, the Queen made a truce with the aristocrats, and Louis XIV always remembered that. So he thought it was very important to keep his enemies very, very close to him, to be sure they won't do anything against him. So Louis XIV grew up in Paris, but he really enjoyed coming to Versailles because he remembered his father. And at his majority, so the majority at this time was 13 years old, he decided to be more and more at Versailles, and at the end, around 1679, he decided to stay more and more and to have the castle grown up. So there were two solutions. You destroy everything, you rebuild, or you do just some addition. And his economic or financial minister told him not to destroy because it would be too expensive, so they just made some additions. So you have the inner side, this is Louis XIV, and outside you have a kind of envelope with all the Louis XIV's salon d'apparat. You have the hall of mirrors, which is on the other side, but exactly in front of us, and then you have the other envelope. So in Versailles you have two sides. You have the men's side on the north and the women's side on the south. In the middle, the king and the queen met. When in 1683 the Queen of France, her name was Marie-Thérèse, she was the wife of Louis XIV, she died, so Louis XIV took all of her apartments. And on the balcony you have the three windows. They are for the Louis XIV's private bedroom, of course, he was in his bedroom, but he has a very official window. So that means he works at 50 or 100 person looking at him. It's not very private. And it was the same when he was going to bed every it's because that's where Louis XV used to have his dogs. He was really a dog lover and a cat lover as well. He had many, many dogs. Tu comprends bien? They remove the panels and then they put them over. For example, in the Second World War II, the curator of Versailles removed all the panels because he knew that he wanted to have Versailles for himself. And then after he came back and he said, put it back. That's my word. So then it was greater after he put it back. The day will come. So remember, I was telling you Louis XV, he really hated the So what did he do? He still kept the main bedroom. So every day at the official waking up, he was there. Alors, Louis XIV, he was waking up at 8:30. You have to imagine Louis XV, it's more like 10-ish, 11-ish, something like that. So then the day is totally moved from a few hours. So, but he didn't have this room. So his private room was there. So when he was really waking up, he was in his private room, and then he went to the main bedroom, and then after, let's go back. I wish I could show you that the Arcmont, because it's under renovation now. So I have one day I will be able to show it to you. But it's very interesting to show you this room because you have a little bit of Louis XV and a little bit of Louis XVI. So first of all, Louis XV. So he managed and he asked the renovation of this room around 1750. between 1730 and 1750. And he had the decoration made for him. So you can see on the top of the doors, you have some of his family. So remember I told you 10 children, 8 daughters, 2 sons, and only 1 survived. First of all, he had twins daughter. So it was Elizabeth and Henriette, and then he had Adelaide, she's just there. So she was called Mrs. Third, because at the beginning they called the daughters by their number, because they were too many. But after there was one died, so it was very complicated, you know, so third became second. So as bad as we could imagine. She stayed with her father, and when he died, they used a lead coffin. Thank you very much. Because it was the body was in such a bad moment, so they used that lead coffin, and they had to leave Versailles up to Saint-Denis, which is north of Paris, where all the kings are buried, quite secretly, because at this moment Louis XV was hated by the population. Really, at the beginning, he was loved because he was young, it was fun, and the France was still the most important country in Europe. Whereas when he died, the occupation of France was not that good. We had so this is the salon that went to the clock. And normally, I should show you a very nice clock right there. You can see I can't. I can show you a drawing just right there. It's called the Casson clock. That clock, you can see it at the same exhibit where you can see it from other people. It's very easy. I will show you the way. If you don't want to do the whole exhibit, like imagine how tired people will be the one day Versailles, but you just climb the stairs, you have the clock, and you go back. It's very, very easy. And why we are calling that room, especially the clock room, is because that clock was the best clock ever made in the 18th century. It took more than 20 years to make it. All the calculation, all the year drones, everything was very, very detailed. For example, it took 12 years just for the calculation, because it's a clock, of course, but it's more than a clock. You have also a calendar, so it changes dates every day, of course. And apparently, on the December the 31st at around midnight, the king and the queen were coming to see the clock changing every year, and it's going to 9,999. So we see on time to see that clock going on. There is also a globe on it, and you have all the movement of the planets at this moment. And of course, it rings, but not during the night, because you don't have to wake up the king next door. So there's a quiet ring at this moment. You also have on the table, you have the maps